Hello students, today I am going to make a short video on electrophiles and nucleophiles. Actually we know electrophiles and nucleophiles are very important in basic organic mechanism because they are going to play very important role in organic mechanism, because in many organic reactions you have to identify where is the electrophilic site and where is the nucleophilic site. Okay, generally we know that electron rich site attacks electron deficient site in organic reactions. Okay, so first let me explain about electrophiles and nucleophiles. Electrophiles already we know, electron liking species means electron is a negatively charged particle. So negatively charged liking particles are called electrophiles. They like negative charge because they have electron deficiency or partial positive charge or generally vacant orbitals, so that you can accommodate electron pair in that. And we have some examples. Positively charged ions are there. So these are all some examples of positively charged electrophiles. You see these electrophiles in electrophilic substitution reaction. These are very important for electrophilic aromatic substitution. And Lewis acids are there. So you know from ionic equilibrium what are Lewis acids? Electron deficient species. So electron deficient, all electron deficient species come under electrophiles. And neutral species are also there. Actually silicon tetrafluoride or tin tetrachloride, these are also electrophiles. So how do they act as electrophiles? They are actually electron precise. So electron precise compounds are they still electrophiles? Let's see. When you talk about silicon tetrafluoride, regular tetrahedral geometry it has. Okay. Now we know fluorine is highly electronegative. So because of that it will get partial positive charge. One more thing is that it can extend its valency to more than 4. More than 4 covalence is possible because this is not a second period element. And tin chloride in SnCl4 also same concept is there. Presence of vacant d orbitals are also there and charge separation is also possible. And compounds with partial positive charge. In some compounds by default partial positive charge is present. You see carbonyl group is a polar group. So pi electron can shift towards oxygen easily. So partial positive charge is present on carbon. Actually carbonyl compounds possess both electrophilic and nucleophilic site. But we have been talking about electrophiles only. So carbon is the electrophilic site. This is nucleophilic because of charge separation, polar compounds. Here also del negative, del positive. The electrophilic site in haloalkanes is the carbon which is directly attached to halogen. CO2, it is a neutral molecule, but still you see del negative means del positive will be there. That is carbon. If any nucleophile attacks, this pi bond can shift towards oxygen. So these are examples of electrophiles. And let's come to nucleophiles. Actually it has more applications. It is even more important than electrophiles. Already some questions asked from electrophiles and nucleophiles in competitive examination. So let's see, nucleophiles are positive or partial positive charge seeking species. They seek for complete charge or complete positive or partial positive charge. It means they are electron rich, no doubt. They like positive charge, they are electron rich and they donate electron pair to electron deficient centers. So generally when it comes to nucleophiles, they donate electron pair because they are electron rich. But electrophiles are electron deficient. They cannot donate electron pair. They can accept electron pair. So they donate electron pair to electron deficient centers, but not H+. Actually, sir, H+ is also electron deficient center. There is no electron in H+. Okay. Some species I am taking, anyone, alkoxide or hydroxide, anything. Okay. So methoxide I am taking. Electron rich, no doubt. The same methoxide I am taking with this. Partial positive charge is the electrophilic center. And H+ is totally positively charged ion. Vacant orbital is also there. Okay, it donates electron pair to this. And suppose if this reaction takes place, and in this like this. Okay, it attacks this partially positive carbon, and chlorine goes out as a leaving group, that is leaving group Cl minus. So in both the cases, methoxide ion donated lone pair to H plus and partially positive carbon. So but this is a nucleophile, I mean nucleophile attacks electrophile, but in this case it is not a nucleophile. What is the reason? When any negatively charged ion or any electron rich species donates lone pair to any other atom, any electrophile, then that is a nucleophile, but not H plus, because H plus is an acid. Acids donate H plus ion. So when species, electron rich species like methoxide or any other ion donates electron pair to H plus, it behaves like a base. It is not a nucleophile. So nucleophiles are those species, those electron rich species, they donate electron pair and they form bonds with carbon. Generally in organic chemistry we take carbon, so that's why they form bonds with carbon. In this example it forms bond with this carbon, but it does not form bond with carbon. It donates lone pair to H plus. In this case, this is acid base reaction. It behaves like a base and it behaves like a typical nucleophile. So nucleophiles form bond with carbon. Okay, so that's the difference, you see, clear? So when any electron rich species donates electron pair to H plus, that is considered to be a base, not nucleophile. And we have some examples of nucleophiles. You see some negatively charged nucleophiles are there. Negatively charged means they are always electron rich, no doubt. And second example, you see some neutral molecules. Actually some molecules possess lone pair, like water molecule, ammonia, amine, alcohol, etc. So they possess lone pair. So they act as Lewis bases. I have written here, LB means Lewis base. So Lewis bases are nucleophiles, Lewis acids are electrophiles. And multiple bonded compounds. Actually this concept come in electrophilic addition, very beautiful concept. In electrophilic addition, when electrophile is there, then substrate like alkene and alkyne act as nucleophiles. They donate electron pair, that is pi electron pair to those electrophiles, so they no doubt also act as nucleophiles. Okay, and we also have some other examples of nucleophiles, like you see we have ambident nucleophiles. So what are ambident nucleophiles? Ambident nucleophiles have two or more donor atoms, okay, or two or more atoms have lone pair. The two or more atoms possess lone pair, like this. We have Cn minus. So Cn minus is a very beautiful example, because in coordination chemistry this is also considered as an ambidentate ligand. What? Ambidentate ligand. Generally ligands are nucleophiles, no doubt. So Cn minus, we have both carbon and nitrogen are donor atoms, and we have this ion, nitrite ion. Okay, hydroxyl amine, you see both nitrogen and oxygen have lone pair. Carbon and nitrogen have lone pair, like this. Carbon and nitrogen, oxygen and nitrogen have lone pair here. So two or more atoms possess lone pair, so these are called ambident nucleophiles. But in for competitive examination, very easy question is which of the following act as electrophile or nucleophile. That type of questions may come already. That type of question arrived in examination. That type of question has been asked in competitive examination. Which of the following acts as electrophile, like that. Which of the following acts as nucleophile. And now what I am going to teach, tricks to find nucleophilicity. Actually nucleophiles have the tendency to donate electron pair, and that tendency is called nucleophilicity. What do you call it? Nucleophilicity. Nucleophilicity is simply the tendency to donate the lone pair. Higher the tendency to donate lone pair, higher the nucleophilicity. But how to check this? There are various cases. In case 1, if donor atoms belong to the same period of periodic table, in the periodic table, okay, then nucleophilicity, I am writing Nu minus, you understand Nu minus means nucleophilicity, okay. So this Nu minus is nucleophilicity, that is always inversely proportional to electronegativity of the donor atom, okay. So let me take some examples of this. You have this one, you see all are nucleophiles, negatively charged species, but this is a JEE question, okay. Already this question came in JEE examination. So you see carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine carry negative charge, and we know all they belong to same period. So when they belong to same period, inversely proportional to electronegativity. So donor atom is carbon, the least electronegative, fluorine most electronegative, left to right electronegativity decreases. So this one, nucleophilicity, okay. Left to right electronegativity increases, electronegativity increases, nucleophilicity must decrease. And case 2, if donor atoms belong to the same group, then you see this trick, nucleophilicity directly proportional to size, I mean atomic size of donor atom. Like you have fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. We know top to bottom size increases, nucleophilicity also increases. Next we have third case, if donor atom is same, then nucleophilicity directly proportional to basic strength. And you can take some examples of this. You have suppose any alkoxide ion, hydroxide, phenoxide, carboxylate ion, sulfonate ion. How to check their basic strength? You know, alkoxide is obtained from alcohol, this is from water, this is from phenol, this is from carboxylic acid, from sulfonic acid. You know, from conjugate base concept, the conjugate base of a strong acid is weak and vice versa. So among these, the strongest acid is this one and its conjugate base is very weak. The weak acid is this one, its conjugate base is stronger. So when its conjugate base is stronger and basic strength directly proportional to nucleophilicity, this is a direct concept. Okay, so generally sir, in acidic strength you see sulfonic acids are stronger acids than carboxylic acid, than phenol, than water, than alcohol. Alcohols are weaker acids than water, but phenols are stronger than water. So these are the topics, simple shortcuts, and we also have some more shortcuts. Let's see. Nucleophilicity is very important topic, sir. Very important, because question may or may not come directly from nucleophiles, but these are going to play very important role in SN1 and SN2 mechanisms, nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay, so anyway one question comes overall, either directly or indirectly, one question every year comes in competitive examination from nucleophile related. Case 4, nucleophilicity is, this always increases with increase of electron density. Increase of electron density. Okay, so like I am taking some examples. Amide ion and ammonia both have lone pair, but negative charge is there. It should be more nucleophilic than this. Hydroxide ion than water, both have lone pair, no doubt, but negatively charged ion can donate lone pair easily. Like you can take any other example. Okay, like alkoxide ion and alcohol. Alcohols are very weak nucleophiles. This is stronger nucleophile. I am highlighting the lone pair which is donated by oxygen. Actually, oxygen carries 3 lone pairs here. And final case, that is nucleophilicity is inversely proportional to steric hindrance. Steric hindrance. Okay, so let me take one example of this. Higher the hindrance, smaller the nucleophilicity. You see, actually when you see donor atom, you see in all donor atom is same, but hindrance plays very important role. You see methoxide ion, tertiary beta oxide ion, this is stronger base than this. Actually methyl alcohol is a stronger acid than tertiary butyl alcohol. So tertiary beta oxide is no doubt stronger base than this, but still that is weaker nucleophile because of high steric hindrance. So when steric hindrance increases, nucleophilicity decreases. So this is the correct order. Generally students face problem here because this is secondary, this is also secondary, this is also secondary, this one is also secondary. Secondary carbon is there, here secondary carbon is there. But how this is more nucleophilic than this? You see here 2 alkyl groups are there. Although this is secondary, 2 different groups are there. But here this total cyclopentyl ring acts as a single alkyl group. Both are secondary, but a single impact is there, single group impact. But 2 groups are there, so more steric hindrance is possible. So that's why the cyclic secondary alkoxide ions are stronger nucleophiles than this. Okay, so this is the actual concept of nucleophilicity, and I will make one more video on nucleophilicity order of various anions in polar solvent, polar, protic, aprotic, non-polar. I mean solvent based concept. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video.